The message to me was your content is not going to have you winning ladies. And then let me show you what else I said. And I said, my goal in future plans involves a passport. I seek traditional women. Y'all can have these modern women, all of them. You see, brothers, I get it. A lot of y'all may be cowering to the pressure of the P because you feeling as though if I don't conform to what they want, then my ability to have sex is diminished. Here's where you're making a crucial error. While you go ahead and subvert your masculinity, the modern women are becoming more and more masculine because you ain't checking them. Because you're afraid to tell them who you are. God named you man. We got evidence of that. But here you are. The power of the P is more important than standing up for yourself as a man. That's sad. Because one minute they want an emotionally available man. That's you simping. And the next minute they come to me and try to confront me. And later on that night, she biting the pillow. Why? Because she knows I'm a real man. Now, understand, even in my comment to my good friend, my goal is not to be with a modern woman. And sadly, some of these brothers are caught up in that. And they one leaving a toilet seat up before this woman is mad at him, files for divorce, take half, and then all of a sudden, he a new subscriber to the Toxic Reality Show. I know you watch it tonight too. So anyway, look, I don't want to delay too much, but I'm going to play this video, and I think that's something you should see.
It seems we have a lot of awakened masculine men on TikTok, or men who are wanting to be an awakened masculine man, based on my...
You heard that? An awakened masculine man.
Airport post. And that's amazing. I didn't realize, or I actually thought that there weren't many awakened masculine men around. So that is so good. But did you know the awakened masculine man will have very few friends? Not because he's not kind, or because he's not a nice person, or any other reasons other than the fact that the average person will not be able to be near him without being triggered by his very presence. Weaker men will be triggered by him because they will feel less than him. Women who have not healed any issues or stuff they have around being feminine will be triggered by him. He sets himself apart from the pack because he knows that his very being triggers the average person into their own stuff.
All right, so here we go. I hope you heard that, but I'm going to chop it up. Now, here we have a traditional woman, or someone who purports themselves to be a traditional woman. Now, let me give you a little example of what's going on with the layout. You probably can see the reflection in the back on my pictures, my artwork, right? There's a large television in front of me where you see, I get to see in front of me, and the camera is right here. So when you see me looking up over there, I'm looking at the screen to watch the video with you. But let's get back to the subject at hand. It's awakening the masculine man. What's happening is many men are paying attention either through experience or lack of a father or leadership of a male figure in the household. And what they're doing instead is they're going on TikTok, they're going on Facebook, they're going on my page on YouTube, and they're learning, and I'm imparting and giving information. All of the stories you hear, not necessarily mine, but brothers who I speak to, who share their information, share their pain. I'm in a number of groups, and I speak to men all over the nation. And shout out to Africa, brothers who are constantly telling me, we ain't got that problem in Nigeria. We don't have that problem in Ghana, where a woman getting half. If she want to leave, she leaves with nothing. I've got numerous messages from y'all. I'm coming. But the issue is, as I said to my good dear friend earlier, I'm not settling for a modern woman. And a lot of these women who, when you see the posts, and there's hundreds of them, well, he must be gay. He must be, you don't like his mama. Well, who hurt you? He just ain't getting none. Sweetheart, come on. What we're trying to do is deal with other brothers. And brothers, I'm talking to you. Don't settle. You know who you are as a man and what we want. Again, shout out to the traditional women. I'm guilty of one thing. I spend so much time talking about modern women that all women think that I'm talking about just one type of woman. I'm talking about modern women. I'm strong and independent. I could do it all by myself. Some of them have multiple children, but want you to hold out for sex. When Pookie and Ray Ray, Chad and Rico got it the first night with some chicken wings and some weed. I'm talking to you. I'm saying that you deserve better. And it doesn't have to be in this country. But there's women. There are some here in the United States. But there's women all over the world saying, I want a brother like you. Brother means any man. I want somebody like you. I want somebody who's willing to provide, protect, and lead. All of this modern woman nonsense, I don't want it. Those women are saying, I don't want 50-50. It's your world. You run the house. I'm under your program. You the coach. I'm just a quarterback running plays for these kids. You tell me what to do. There's women out there like that. And I want to say shout out to you ladies, because I don't give you enough attention. The women who are fit, fine, feminine, fertile, want to love a man, want to respect a man. You see, and there's so many other qualities that goes into that type of traditional woman that is so highly coveted. But we don't talk about those type of women enough. Anyway, the awakening that's happening. Women are getting mad and calling us misogynists, saying, but for 10 years, women were running, oh, I got boundaries. You need to respect my boundaries. And we have this thing called standards. I'm sorry. If we're going to be in a relationship, you can't be on Thought TV. You can't be married or my girl, but every one of your little Instagram and TikTok posts is you in some yoga pants and a tank top with your belly out, or you twerking. Like, who are you advertising for? You ain't doing it just to tell your girls, I'm just happy about life in my body. Nah, you advertising. You trying to get attention. And that's the problem. Back to this lady.
It seems we have a lot of awakened masculine men on TikTok, or men who are wanting to be an awakened masculine man, based on my airport post. And that's amazing.
Shout out to you, sweetheart. And you all right. Oh, by the way, today's drink is Screwball, one of my favorites. We're going to be featuring a little bit of something in Uncle Gordon's liquor cabinet each time. But here we go.
I didn't realize, or I actually thought that there weren't many awakened masculine men around.
You see that? There are women that want traditional men. There are women that want and need masculine men. And yes, it is a lonely road. There are women who come up to me. I saw your video. I can't believe that you think that way. Sweetheart, I'm just a man. I'm a traditional man. If you want to get with my program, we can continue the conversation. If not, there's plenty more out there. I'm good.
So that is so good. But did you know the awakened masculine man will have very few friends?
She's right. Because when so-called friends find out about what I do and their wives share with them, then all of a sudden it's like, you don't need to be hanging around Gordon too much because, his influence and his Neanderthal type attitude is going to pass on to me and to you, right? And they're fearful of that because they're using you.
Not because he's not kind or because he's not a nice person or any other reasons other than the fact that the average person will not be able to be near him without being triggered by his very presence.
Again, walk into a room, nicely dressed, professional. I'm polite, kind, and courteous. I'm here to have a good time, socialize with a couple friends, make some new ones. But if we're going to get into the dating and sexual part of this conversation, I got standards. And there's certain things that I expect from a woman. Now, are we talking about forming a relationship, or are we talking about just playtime? See? But my presence is triggering.
Weaker men will be triggered by him because they will feel less than him. Women who have not healed any issues or stuff they have around being feminine will be triggered by him.
What she's also has not included, I should say, but let's talk about that. We're talking about the strong and independent. I don't need no man. Half of these women, I would guarantee you, didn't have a father or a strong father in the household. So they've got all of these trauma experiences that they bring to the table. And you're supposed to fight through that. Whether it be trauma from their baby daddy, trauma from some sexual aspect in childhood where they were molested. One in four women, statistically, has had some form of sexual trauma in their childhood. So all of these things, when they see a masculine male, a man that stands up for himself and is strong, they're intimidated. Because many of these women wish they had a D themselves. So here you are in a cockfight, if you will, with a woman. Or are you? Because a masculine male is not entertaining that. I'm not getting into no hot box argument with no woman. No.
He sets himself apart from the pack because he knows that his very being triggers the average person into their own stuff.
You know how many times I go out and women will be like, why you see me, you sitting over there like you're better than everybody. I'm like, no, I'm sitting there having a drink, enjoying my time, and you came up and interrupted. But if you'd like to have a conversation, that's great, but just because you're intimidated by me doesn't mean I have to lower myself. I am who I am. Pull up a seat and step up to the big leagues, baby. Shoot your shot.
Seems we have a lot of awakened masculine men on TikTok, or men who are wanting to be an awakened masculine man. Basically.
So that is repeated, right? We're going to get back to the main content with your beloved. So what we're talking about is, again, we're becoming awakened as men. And this knowledge isn't new, but what is happening is the internet and podcasts and information. And there's hundreds of dudes doing videos on, why you shouldn't date a single mother, or how women act when they get divorced, and there's just so much content. There's even guys out there showing you how to date. If you're socially awkward and you're not good at the conversation, you don't have the gift of gab. There's videos out there with guys who are showing you, right? Shout out to 33 Secrets. Right? 33 Secrets, right? This man is a pool. Been one for 20 years and he's giving up free game all day. You know what I mean? You need to check that out and listen and learn how to spruce yourself up. But he also routinely goes in on single mothers, why you should not date them, and even women who have left stable relationships because of their happiness. and straight destroy the household, destroy the dream, destroy the vision, because they want to hang out with their single girlfriends and be happy because they're not happy. And then at 30 years plus, they finding out the dating experience is trash. It's smash and grab. It's straight hookup community. And then they're like, wow, why am I recreational use only? Surely a good guy will find me. Wrapping up, gentlemen. What we have to do is to continue to move forward. You have to be vocal. And for some of you, you're scared. And you willing to keep low, hide, because you think that there's a limited amount of pee available. When I'm talking about pee, I'm talking about the cat. You think that there's only a finite amount when there ain't millions. There's no limit on available pooms. You got to get that out of your mind. They're all over the place. You should not lower yourself or your standards to acquiesce to them and their demands. You're stronger than that. You were made man. Even the Bible says you ain't supposed to pursue a woman. She's supposed to pursue you. But here you are. Man, if you move, you ain't going to be able to get girls. Bruh. But there's traditional women there who are watching this. And I'm saying, well, what do you see as the traditionals? I'm the captain of the ship. I'm the coach of the team. If I need consultation, I'll come to you. But at the end of the day, the decision is mine. I pay all the bills. The house, mortgage. I do all the yard work, the maintenance. All that's my responsibility. Vehicles, transportation, everything. You see, the problem is a lot of them, well, I want a job so I can contribute. No, you don't. Because when it goes to divorce court or child custody court, all of a sudden y'all broke. You went from strong and independent to I need him. And then you go into court, creating lies to get money. And so the reason why you have to, and I'm going to do a show on this, is really when a woman has a job, she's doing it because it's her form of a prenup. It guarantees, just in case this don't work out, I got a backup plan. But it's funny. They don't want to sign a prenup because a man is saying, I'm trying to protect my legacy. And they don't want to sign and say, well, don't you trust me? Okay. So why are you working? You don't trust me? You don't believe that I'm in this forever? You don't believe in me to be able to provide for this household? What are we saying? So awaken yourselves. Me, I don't compare myself to Jesus, but Jesus saved the saved who already believed in him and those who wanted to be saved. The ones who were like, screw you, Jesus, they didn't come up to the mountain. They stayed down there in the city. And Jesus preached to the masses. I ain't Jesus. But you don't like my content? It's all good. I'm here for the brothers, especially those raised by single mothers and didn't have a father figure in your life. I'm here for you. I'm here for the traditional women. I'm here for the women who are tired of being a masculine, strong, and independent gorilla and are saying, I really want a traditional man, and I just want to let go of the stresses of life and have a man who's going to be a provider, a leader, and a protector. Those are the women that I'm talking to. Okay? So with that, if you're watching this on Facebook, I need you to go over to YouTube, hook a brother up. At the same time, I need you to like and subscribe to the show. My name is Gordon Nathaniel, and I apologize for the time that we've been away. I've missed you guys and ladies. Oh, and the ladies that are, the traditional ladies that are sending the shout outs on the show. sending me messages being like, yo, I follow you, keep up the good content. Y'all got to step up too, man. With that, bless you all till next Sunday. We're going to get in it again. Peace.